Hello, happiness seekers. My name is Klaudia, and you are listening to the Happiness Challenge. This episode is part of the Happiness Reset campaign, where I bring you 25 bite sized episodes to inspire you to refocus on your happiness and fulfillment. In each short episode, I bring you one practical hack to create more happiness at work, in relationships, and in your own skin. Follow me on LinkedIn and join my newsletter to share what hacks you are finding useful and to get free tickets to a webinar on the science of happiness that I'll be hosting in February. In this happiness hack, we are concentrating on the importance of connection. I'm here with Tamsin Hartley, a coach and a trainer and author of an amazing book called The Listening Space: New Path to Personal Discovery, and also an author of a book of poems called Capture Moments. Welcome, Tamsin.
Hello, thank you for inviting me along.
Tamsin, importance of connection and those relationships. So, what is your happiness hack?
So, my happiness hack is all about exploring what connection means for you. And the thing is, we are hardwired to need to connect with others. We need to belong. However, we also need to connect to ourselves. And there's often a bit of a balance to be struck, connecting with self, our authentic self, and connecting with others. And so, what I'd like to share today is a kind of short meditation, if you like, on exploring what connection means for you.
Brilliant. I always love practical exercises, Tamsin. Before we jump into that meditation, can you tell us why do you think it's important for us to be maintaining that balance? As you said, sometimes maybe opposing forces of I'm connecting with myself, I'm trying to fulfill needs and connect with other people.
Yeah, I guess for many of us, not all, there can be a strong need to please others or to sacrifice your own needs, your own connection with yourself for the needs of others, for the needs of the group that you're in. And perhaps that's particularly relevant for younger people, for teenagers today. But I think for all of us, having an ability to really connect with what you're feeling, what your needs are, and to know that it's okay to have all those thoughts and feelings that you may have, to really connect with what feels right for you, with your gut feelings about a situation. And to be able to do that really before you look to connecting with others, or as importantly as being able to connect with others.
Fantastic. So, thinking about that self reflection first before we go on connecting with external world and our relationships externally. And okay, shall we crack on with the meditation?
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to invite listeners to really think about what connection means for you. And you might do this meditation today and find some answers, and do it tomorrow and find different answers. It may be that you explore your connection with yourself. It may be you explore your connection with somebody else. Anything is fine. So I'm going to invite you to make yourself comfortable, and I'm going to give you an instruction followed by a set of questions. There's no need to get anywhere. You're just noticing what arises for you in response to the questions each time. And I'll pause to give you plenty of time to notice what arises for you. And if you need more time, you can just press pause on the recording. Okay? So make yourself comfortable and thinking about connection and what connection means for you. Really settling into yourself and noticing. So, what kind of connection is that? And is there anything else about connection for you? And whereabouts is connection? Is connection on the inside or the outside? And does connection have a size or a shape? Does connection have a sound? And is there anything else about connection? And gradually bringing your awareness back to the room around you. And if you have a pen and paper, maybe even coloured pens and paper, you might want to press pause to go and get them. I'm going to invite you to represent connection, to represent what arose for you as we did that meditation, and to represent that on paper in some way. And that might be an image, and it might be some words, and it might be both. So taking a moment to just represent connection. Remember, you can press pause if you need to. And I'm going to invite you to notice if there's anything about what you see in what you've drawn. What do you notice as you look at what you've drawn or written? And is there anything else about what you notice as you look at what you've drawn or written? And you might want to ask yourself, well, what do I know now about connection? And perhaps what difference does knowing that make? And we'll draw to a close from this meditation, bringing your awareness back to the room around you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tamsin. And it's always very interesting when we go into that reflective space that definitely some bits pops out that I'm like, this is very interesting. So for me, definitely first few questions were very much about related topics like acceptance, support. And then I love the fact that we're bringing something so vague potentially as connection into those shapes and colors. So it becomes something much more real and realistic. And once someone gone through this meditation, and as you said, you could potentially repeat it multiple times, so some different aspects come to you. What we could be doing with that information, or how could we be applying to our day to day?
So I think there's a number of things. I think it's really helpful to just pause and notice your experience. It may be that as a result of that meditation, you notice that there are areas that you want more connection in. You might notice, okay, connection feels good when I do this with this person. It feels good when I connect with myself in this way. And it might make you want to do more of that so that you can have more connection. And there's always something very resourceful about bringing your attention to what feels good for you.
Thank you so much, Tamsin. That's such a useful exercise when it comes to our connection. Thank you again, happiness seekers, for listening to this happiness reset campaign. I hope this happiness hack is useful and impactful for you. If you are up for learning more, you can listen to episode 46 of how to find and be happy in love, just in case you are looking in your relationships. I would love you to share this episode with others and subscribe to my podcast and newsletter so you don't miss any other future hacks. But otherwise, thank you so much for listening, and I dare you to be happy. Bye.